This video clip was taken from my Sensei Market updates that I do 2 to 3 times a week inside of the Kryptonaires Discord. If you are missing this alpha, you are missing out in crypto. Use the link in the description below, join our free chats, join the conversation, and start learning today. I hope you enjoy the video.
Can you talk a little bit about how you find these projects, the early ones? Because there's so much money. We've talked about this before, but last bull market, that's how we made our living, was really just looking for, hey, what's coming up launching that has a good community, is going to do well right at launch, and then trying to get in early on it before the market cap takes that initial jump. People start taking their profits. Then people see the chart go down and they're not as excited about it anymore. How do you find those? What's the best way other than joining Kryptonaires, which maybe that's the answer, is hop into Kryptonaires, but how do you find them?
You know what, James, I'll be flat honest with you here. In 2021, we were waiting for projects to come to us, and we would sift through a lot of garbage to find maybe something that we thought would work and the community would like. Now it's a different story. Over the last few years, I've worked really hard to build relationships with certain individuals. And so now Kryptonaires, I have access to Neo Tokyo's, syndicate projects. That's Alex Becker and Elios Trades community. We have access to their deal flow. We have access to Launchpad's deal flow. We have access to deal flow from Lady Trader and a few things. And so building relationships has been the biggest driver in how I'm getting access to these projects and finding these projects. So very often somebody will open a thread with me and saying, hey, I'm marketing for this project. This is a tier, blah, blah, blah. You want to meet them. And often, we work a deal out where they're interested in, raising some capital in the community, and we have the community deal directly with the projects. And so it's just been insane. And the amount of quality stuff that's coming our way, it's just top notch, man.
Can you talk a little bit about, this is for my own benefit as well. So like I woke up this morning and I have probably 20 people that reached out about different projects they want me to take a look at. So sure. Can you kind of go through your list of what's that first level where you just immediately throw it out? No, I'm not interested in that, and that. And then what are kind of some of the deeper levels where I know you're looking for a good community, a good team, some utility? Tell us a little bit about the things that you're looking for in these early things.
Yeah, team is very important, James. If you don't have a good, hardworking team that knows what they're doing, that has been here before, that has built projects before, run companies before, that's a problem. Often I meet people that just say, hey, I'm the CEO. And it's like, okay, well, what have you done in the past to lead anything? And often you find that they haven't. And usually those projects end up failing very quickly. You need somebody that can hire and fire and direct and build and take something forward. If you don't have that, you don't have anything. Also, you need to make sure the community is there. You can have the most incredible tech, but if you have nobody buying the token or nobody knows about it, that's a big problem, right? So like those are like two of the biggest things that I look for. Obviously you can, if the project's already launched and you're interested in it, run that smart contract through a few Telegram bots, find out if there's any issues with the smart contract, the LP, can they mint tokens? There's a lot of ways to protect yourself, but if you're looking just early access, the team and the community is really the most two important parts. And also, the technology is good too. But even if they're working on the technology and the team is good about communicating what's happening and they're building that community, even that project can do well. But I really like to see stuff that's already done and then they launch and then they just add on features as they go.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. I've been learning the importance of, there's two things that make crypto projects fall apart. It's just dishonesty. So you have just scammers who are running it. But then also incompetence, which is a little bit harder to detect, where people have the best of intentions. We've seen this a lot where I don't think they were scammers. They just were incompetent at running a multi-million-dollar company. Yep. We've seen that a lot. We saw that a lot last bull market where it's like, hey, things are doing great, but it takes a lot of skills to run a 7-figure company, 8-figure company, 9-figure company. It's not something that just any Joe Schmo can do. And so, yeah, I really like what you said about seeing what they've done before. Like, have you ever run a company of this these are companies that you're trying to run.
Yeah.
Have you ever run a 8-figure company before? And if the answer is, well, no, I'm just going to figure it out as I go.
Yep.
Well, that's recipe for disaster. And that's where most of these, crypto's made it so easy for anyone to start a business and get tons of funding. And so you just have to be careful through those things. So love that.